your Grand Island, Hastings, and Kearney local forecast with meteorologist Kit Cloninger.
For mid to late July, I don't think that you can ask for a better week than what we have just had. Compared to the week before, as we all know, it was brutal last week, but fortunately, we cooled things down a little bit. We're back to close to average, and tomorrow will be a little bit warmer again, but after that, we're actually dipping right back down to the mid-80s. So current conditions right now, not that bad of an evening here for the Tri-Cities. We've seen some cooler temperatures this evening because the sun started going behind some clouds later on in the afternoon, so that kept us from seeing that peak heating. So temperatures right now, mostly in the 70s. So if you are headed out on the town this evening, it's going to be really nice. Might even need a jacket for those of you who are a little more cold-natured, because we do still have a breeze. It's going to be around 5 to 10 miles an hour tonight, so it will be a little bit breezy out there. Looking at those temperatures over the next couple of days, though, Saturday is going to be the hottest that we see. It's going to be up to around the low 90s. Not terrible. We're not going to see the incredibly high dew points with that either, so heat index values for the Tri-Cities are only going to be in the low to mid 90s tomorrow. Then after that, we'll see some thunderstorms coming through overnight Saturday into the early hours of Sunday morning. That could last a little bit into the afternoon. They're going to be more scattered in nature, not looking at anything widespread or anything severe for that matter. We'll check out the futurecast in a little bit. Our next chance of rain comes Tuesday, and the models are sort of flipping back and forth for the end of the week for another chance of rain there on Friday potentially. But notice those temperatures as we head through the week all around the mid-80s, so pretty nice. Now tonight we do have a chance for some thunder showers across central Nebraska, mostly north of the Tri-Cities area, but the Weather Prediction Center in Washington, D.C. has issued this, it's not necessarily a flash flood watch, but just sort of a discussion that this area along this cold front could be seeing some potential for some stationary thunderstorms tonight. And looking at the winds right now, we can see where those winds are converging. That's right where that front is. We've got some storm activity to the north of that front, so it's stalled out. Could turn into a stationary front. Let's take a look at the satellite and radar for where those showers are right now. We had a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings in Cherry County around 6 o'clock. Those are cleared out. We see some light rain coming through central Nebraska from the Anvil, just the remnants of those storms. Let's take a look a little bit closer here in Holt County. We do have another thunderstorm just to the northeast here of O'Neill. So could be seeing some of that. And these are the showers that we're talking about that could stagnate and start to put down up to 2 inches of rain an hour. The atmosphere has a lot of moisture in it right now. If you condense all of that out, we could get probably a 1.5 to 2 inches of rain. And then also we see just on the edge of this storm here, this is an outflow boundary, and that could possibly spark off a few more thunder showers later on tonight. There is still a small chance that they could be severe, but it's mostly off towards the north, and I think they are really weakening, especially after we've lost the heat from the sun today. Temperatures right now 82 in O'Neill, so still a little bit warm there, but the rest of the state is mostly in the 70s. We've seen those temperatures falling over the past couple hours, and that will continue. But the other thing that can fuel those thunderstorms, that provides that extra moisture that they could make some flooding. We've got dew points in the 70s right now, so it still feels a little bit muggy, but like I said, here in the Tri-Cities, it's still pretty crisp. I would still call that a little humid, but it's not quite as bad as what we've seen over the past couple of days. Looking at the futurecast, though, it's not really picking up on any showers coming up tonight, so we're not going to be seeing that here on this model, but there's still a small chance for that. As we head into tomorrow, though, possible for some heavier rain off towards the South Dakota border and then off towards the Sandhills as well. And this will be what makes it to the Tri-Cities by Sunday morning, and that could produce a little bit of thunderstorm activity for us. Overnight tonight, our lows are going to be right down to the mid-60s, which is pretty on par for this time of the year. We'll see some warmer temperatures off towards the east, and that'll make it a little bit warmer in the afternoon for the Lincoln area, in the low 90s there for those high temperatures. But here for the Tri-Cities, we're going to be right around that 90-degree mark. Like I said, this is the warmest day for the next couple of days as we hit the mid-80s next week. Spencer?